By now, you've probably heard my magic wand story. It's a brand that's been part of my personal journey for more than 20 years. But no matter how many times I sing Magic Wand's praises, I'll never be able to fully capture the story of this incredible brand. Well, now journalist and author Kate Sloan just completed a limited audio series documenting the history and impact that Magic Wand has created over the last 56 years. It's called Making Magic. And the series chronicles Magic Wand's incredible brand story through interviews with nearly 40 experts, performers, business owners, educators, and fans. So I got a sneak preview of this series, and what I loved is that Kate weaves together snippets from all their interviews into this amazing story arc. She covers Magic Wand's journey from appliance store massager to its legendary influence on culture and sexual independence, and it's all just fascinating. The first episodes of Making Magic are available now at makingmagicseries.com or on all popular podcast platforms. Just search for Making Magic or visit makingmagicseries.com today. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. On today's show, I'm joined by my team and we're talking all things Valentine's Day. Topics include gifts to get for the people you love, yourself included, that are really going to spread pleasure. Ideas on how to spend the day, fancy dinner not included or suggested. Different ways to spice up your time in the bedroom and hopefully keep the momentum going all year round. And even if you're single, doesn't mean you can't have some self-love going on. All this and more. Thanks for listening.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, check out sexwithemily.com. You can subscribe to the podcast, check out everything we have going on there. You can also find me on SiriusXM Radio, Stars, Channel 109, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 Pacific. It's been so great reaching so many more people. And if you don't have Sirius, you can get a free trial, sexwithemily.com/SXM. Also, if you're not already, you should be following us on all social media. It's at Sex with Emily across the board, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And you're going to really want to do that because we got some giveaways for Valentine's Day that we're going to get to in a minute. All right. I am so excited. I am surrounded by so many incredible women right now. Besides Jamie, you all know Jamie.
Yes,
Jamie's
we all know
producer.
me.
She's been here for a few years now. She's in. And we have some wonderful people who have just joined our team. And so I'd like you guys to go around, introduce yourself, what you do, relationship status, and how you feel about Valentine's Day. Julia.
Hello. I'm the digital content manager here. And let's see. Current status, single. What I do, work on work for blogs, work on blogs for the website, talk sometimes during the Sirius show. Help maintain social, everything like that.
Doing a lot, yeah. Okay, Valentine's Day. How do you feel?
It's always overhyped. Like, I feel like in the times when I've been in relationships on Valentine's Day, I like to do something, not like nothing overtly, like just buying into the whole like holiday. I feel like it's just like nice to spend time with the other person, but it definitely gets overwhelming in the same way that New Year's does, where everyone gets stressed.
Exactly. We're going to make this, okay, we should mention, this Valentine's Day is going to be the least stressful you've ever had. By the time you listen to this entire show, you're going to feel better. Michelle.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Michelle. I started off here as an intern about a month and a half ago, and I just recently became Emily's new personal assistant, which I'm very excited for, and will continue to intern. How do
you feel about Valentine's Day?
I'm kind of neutral. I think it's sweet, that people like to, go out and express their love more so than on a daily basis. But I have worked in restaurants since I was 16 years old. So that day has been the most insane and stressful day. It is like the most busy day. Like Mother's Day and Valentine's Day is like the busiest day for any restaurant.
Okay.
So it's kind of changed my view. I'm like, I hate all of you people, like, because it's so crazy busy, and it's people who usually wouldn't go out and spend that kind of money and stuff. And then there's just like not as good tips. So that's kind of put a sour taste in my mouth. But like, besides that, if like I have a significant other or partner for Valentine's Day, I don't like to go above and beyond, just have a nice dinner.
Okay.
And
that's a good point about the restaurants, because we're going to get to that in a minute. I just, I think there's better ways to spend your time and money.
Right.
Why do you want to be surrounded by a bunch of people
and it's
paying 30% more for the same food that you'd get the night before when you could stay home and get all sexy? Okay, Samantha.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
I'm Samantha. A little under the weather, sorry. I'm production assistant, so I kind of help Jamie with whatever she needs, manage the soundboard, kind of control social media, so you're kind of messaging Emily, me, and Jamie. And yeah, I like Valentine's Day, but I don't like Valentine's Day. I feel like it's been dramatized.
Yeah.
It actually is my mother's birthday, so it's always been like a special day, but in a different point of view.
Right.
But relationship or single wise, it's, I think, a day that you should declare appreciation, but I don't think you need to go over the top.
Yeah, let's not go over the top. I agree. Okay, that is the team. Thank you, everyone. Jamie, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? You'll let.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was under the impression I was going to have somebody around Valentine's Day, but
you have me. We're going to be in New York.
Exactly. So that's going to be really fun. Just being in a different spot, kind of, and be interesting for us to even go out that night and just kind of like see what it's like in New York.
Going out.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. And I don't know, Valentine's Day, I do like the sentiment of it in the sense that like it just kind of gives you an excuse. Like if it's not top of mind, obviously I think you should be working on your relationship all year round, but if it's not top of mind, it kind of gives you that excuse. Like, okay, like this day I can pull out all the stops and do something, as long as that sets your precedent for the rest of the year. Like don't just like only try on Valentine's Day, but you can use it to jumpstart kind of like if you've been in a funk or just kind of reminder, like, hey, I love you, by the way.
Right. I love you. And here, make an effort. And I think so here's the thing about Valentine's Day, and it does vary from person to person, relationship to relationship. The standard has always been, I think, like, go out to a fancy dinner, get chocolates, and get flowers. And I don't think that's something you should just do as an obligation. My best advice, if you're in a relationship and you have a partner, I don't think it should be this thing that's a mystery. Like, I hope I get her what she wants, and I hope I get him what he needs. Talk about it and say, do we both, how do you feel about Valentine's Day, babe? What do you think about it? Like, be honest. There's nothing worse than saying that you don't care, and then you get bummed out that you didn't get flowers. So if you want flowers, you want chocolate, you want dinner, that's great, but I think it's really important for couples to just get on the same page. How do you both visualize Valentine's Day? Now, one of you might want to be home watching a movie, chilling. One of you might want to go out. Maybe you plan like, well, let's not go out for a fancy dinner on Valentine's Day because it's a cluster F. Maybe do it on the weekend, but then on that night, we could stay home and give each other massages. So I think it's just important to, it's just like, I don't want it to be as stressful as you all get over the holidays. I mean, this should not be that, because my main thing about Valentine's Day is that it is a day of love, but I think it should be a great time that if you're in a relationship or out, but have a little sexiness to it. Add it, whatever that is. Think about things that you can do that will bring back the intimacy with your partner. So if you feel like you guys haven't spent enough quality time together, maybe you have put your phones away and you have a dinner where you play some games, or we have some ideas for date nights that could be really cool for you guys to enhance intimacy. If you want to spice things up in the bedroom, we are full of tips for that as well. And I love that idea. Like, it's not one day you should go out to a dinner. Like, I think do something sexy, to have that be the day that you try something different or have slower sex or whatever it is. But I think the important thing is have a conversation about it first, so you're both on the same page and no one's disappointed. I think you should do that for all holidays. Like even like Christmas, getting your maybe some people like to be surprised, but do whatever you want for the holidays. But for Valentine's Day, figure it out. And then if you're single, we also have some ideas ideas for you as well, you should also be planning it out. Because you might say, I don't care, it's silly, I'm glad I don't have a partner. But when it comes Valentine's Day, there still might be a moment where you're like, oh God, my office mate got flowers and tonight I'm going to go home and do nothing. So we got some ideas for singles as well. So yeah, I think that's important. That's how I feel about it. I think do with it what you will, but at least plan ahead so you're not disappointed and hopefully you're super turned on and have a good time.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I actually remember the last year on Valentine's Day, I broke up with the guy I was seeing because we were so not on the same page.
For Valentine's Day?
Yeah, we broke up on Valentine's Day.
What did he want to do and what did you want to do?
I just wanted a simple, like I was just like, oh, he'll ask to go out for dinner. And then literally like didn't call or text till like 4 p.m. was like, hey, you around? I was like,
Oh my God.
Gross.
and like literally by that point, I was like, it's 4 o'clock. I made plans with friends. We're gonna go see like 50 Shades of Grey and get very drunk. But like, I obviously would have done something with you if you asked me. And I'm like,
4 o'clok on Valentine's Day, grounds for
You around? Oh my God.
I know.
Yo, sup?
He literally sent me a sub at 4 p.m. I'm like, that is too late.
That is too late.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is why I'm saying plan ahead. Talk about it. You're listening to this now today. You've got 2 weeks to plan out and make sure that you're both satisfied.
No, but it's true. It's like I had never told him I want to do something. So maybe he also didn't think I cared. So,
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of, okay, so I'm relating back to an episode of The Office. I don't know if any of you guys are fans, but there's this episode where Pam is dating Roy and she's engaged to him and they're saving for the wedding. And she goes, oh, we said that we weren't going to get each other anything for Valentine's Day. To save for the wedding. And the whole episode, he doesn't get her anything, but she sees all these flowers and everything coming into the office for other people. And you can see how upset she is. And even though they said that they weren't going to get anything for each other, like, it still made her feel really upset. So my question is, or I guess I feel like if those terms are going to be set amongst partners,
right,
I still think that since there's such pressure for Valentine's Day, like maybe you can, if you're not going to get each other anything physically, you could do something in the bedroom.
Yes.
To still make it special.
Right. Or write a card. Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Words are so special. Like, I would love to get a card from a partner that just says, like, you know, what you're thinking about me or something that is thoughtful. Because I think, yeah, you're right. Even when we say I don't want anything,
You still
want to do something,
Yeah.
even if there's a plan or an experience. Jane, when we did those 14 days of Valentine's Day videos last year, they can find them all on YouTube right now.
They can find them all on YouTube.
But we had some good ideas in there. I can't remember what they all were, but they were great. They were things like that. Like put a jar, like you could do a DIY where you take like a mason jar and you write all the things you love about your partner in the jar or all your favorite memories. Like I love those kind of things that are super crafty and fun and thoughtful. So check out those videos too.
Yeah, that's called Valentine's Day is Every Day. It's
Yep.
a playlist on the Sex with Emily YouTube. So check them out. They're very fun.
They're fun.
They were good. They're
Jamie
good
edited them all.
They're
She
good
almost
ideas,
quit, but they were great.
for different reasons.
For
but
no, just because it was a lot of work, but they came out really well. So check those out for some great ideas.
Yeah.
So I think we could just talk about some date ideas. I mean, cook something at home. Like make couples. Here's the thing, you guys. You can't underestimate the power of doing something new together when you're both engaged. Like it could be a new recipe. It could be you're just cooking together. You picked up food, but you are together. You're preparing it. You don't have kids. Wear something sexy. Be naked. Hopefully the kids have a babysitter. They can go out and do something. I think that's fun, cooking together. It's sexy.
It is. I remember like that's one thing with my last partner that I had is we started to cook things together, and it makes you like just appreciate each other more because you're both kind of contributing and trying to do something within that. And then it is fun if you make something you've never made before, because then if it turns out like shit, you blame yourselves and then it's funny.
It is.
So then if it turns out really good, you get to high five and be like, we're awesome.
Right, exactly. And you can also do like finger foods, like aphrodisiacs. Get like oysters and like dip strawberries in chocolate. Like do champagne, all the things that are sexy and fun. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. I also love the idea of playing games together. If you are a game couple, we've got such fun games here that different companies have sent to us that we love. And you can find them all, pretty much all of them on our site too. But there's a game called Monogamy, like Monopoly, but it's a board game, and you pull cards and they ask you questions, and all of these. Oral fun is one. You can find out how you like oral sex. Naughty Dice, 50 Shades of Play, and it's just fun aboard. And that could be a great gift. They're not that expensive, and you're like, let's play this tonight. And it also, if you are in that situation where I want to know things about my partner, there's like truth or dare type questions where you really are getting into. I mean, Jamie, you pulled some great cards from that one game that were like questions, intimate foreplay. Like what do you want to know about your partner? Because we all know sex isn't that easy to talk about. If you're playing a game, they kind of have to answer like, oh, would you rather, or what's your most memorable sex moment?
Yeah, something about it being someone else's idea makes it easier to talk about.
Right.
It's like, because in monogamy, they ask you questions like where you actually ask your partner like about their fantasies or things that they think about or turn-ons and things like that. And if it's not you asking, you're like, it's the game asking.
Exactly. That's like why couples listen to the podcast together, because like, well, Emily said we gotta get lube.
Blame Emily.
Blame
for
me, you guys. I'm totally cool with that. Also, you guys, it's cool. It happens all the time. I have sex before you go out. I love that idea always, just to, because then if you do go out for a great dinner, do something, and then you come home and you eat too much and blah blah, like just have sex right away. Maybe you won't even leave the house.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because then you get twofer. There's the higher possibility of getting a twofer.
Yeah. Right. Oh, you might do it after dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Why
so
not double
do it
up?
before, and then you could do it after.
Yeah,
Or if
exactly.
you're too tired, then it's no stress.
It's no stress. Cancel the reservations. Just stay home. Or if you don't do it later.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love the idea of recreating your first date.
I think that's so like the cutest thing.
That is actually really sweet.
It like
and
bring
I've
back
never
those
thought of that.
butterflies. Yeah, you go back to the first place you had, or you rent the movie you saw, or just do something like recreate that, because that really works. Putting yourself back in that time and place.
And it shows that you like one are conscious of like, hey, I remember our first date and this is what we did. So it kind of gives you some brownie points there, especially if you're not the best at like remembering certain things.
Right.
Which I feel like would be me. I'd be like, oh, I forgot about that, but I remember what we did on our first date, and it was hot.
Exactly.
And it was real hot.
And then like, I don't know, it does like, it's weird how when you recreate certain elements that it really does bring you back.
It does, just like that. Certain scents and music or, sounds bring you back.
Hopefully it doesn't cause any kind of, you forgot. Yeah, you forgot the song that was playing in the restaurant when we were out eating. Hopefully
How about we'll
none
stick
of that
to geography?
happens.
Right, we'll stick to the geographic
Yeah,
location.
basics, not the details.
Yeah, exactly. Just the basics.
Right, but if you someone remembers, that's points. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you guys do say, I like the idea of a picnic, you guys, a picnic is great wherever you are. I mean, I guess it's winter a lot of places, but having a picnic in your home, I mean, your house, if you're like, we don't want to cook, just go and buy like all those sexy foods, aphrodisiacs, fun things, finger foods that you can eat, feed each other in front of the fireplace. Picnic at home is super sexy.
Yeah, like I think even like inside, like if you don't have a yard, like just doing a picnic, it just kind of like with some candles and champagne, and then like you said, like the finger foods.
Yeah, blindfold each other. Each one of you like a taste test. Get your favorite desserts. I'm such a dessert person. Like I could skip dinner altogether and just get cookies and chocolates, and
that's all I would get for you.
Really,
like,
that's all I want.
Like literally
That's
just
all I
all
want
the
is
different
chocolate all
kinds
day,
of
every day.
You could make one of those, when you were younger and you couldn't go outside, you make those like forts, just like with the chairs, and make a little house tent. Little tent.
Oh,
put some blankets down.
Yeah, cozy.
Throw on
I
some
like
Netflix.
Netflix. God. Okay. So I just love Netflix.
I know. I love that your newfound love for Netflix. It's just like that's how Emily's going to spend Valentine's Day, is just falling in love with Netflix.
I am. I'm so into it right now.
That's a
Hello,
solid
welcome to
relationship.
2019. It's not going anywhere. That's
No,
true. It
it
just
will
keeps
never.
getting better. A couples spa day is fun if you're both into that. I love it. Couples massages. Go on a Groupon too. Groupon always has discounts.
If you're in LA, We Spa's the best.
We Spa.
Yeah.
Oh, We Spa in Koreatown. That is
Yeah.
the best. Oh my God. Go to one of the Koreatown spas. They're super reasonably priced. You guys
It's
can
like
walk around.
$20 for 24 hours.
Just soak and hang out and get Korean food. It's,
really
so good.
It's amazing.
I
I
need to
will
go.
say, as someone that used to work at a spa, like if like today, right now, as you're hearing this, if you're wanting to get a spa day done, like book it right now.
Oh, right. Valentine's Day is huge for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
But then
book
might
it
be a little
right
crowded.
now. I mean, but it's a still really nice experience. Just make sure, like, because when I worked at a spa, it's like people were always trying to call that day.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
You're
just like, I'm
"Hello?"
sorry, we're completely booked. But like, if you even a few days before, there were still spots and stuff open.
Right.
So
Get
it's
on
kind
that.
of like, yeah. So that's just like if you are planning those things, like,
Good advice. Okay.
Plan ahead.
Weekend getaway or a staycation. You guys know how I feel about hotel sex or just mixing up wherever you're used to having sex. And get away, take time away from the kids, get a babysitter. If you have never left your kids and they are like over the age of 3, 4, I think you should do it right away, but like have a weekend away without the children. It is so important for your relationship or just any kind of relationship you're in, getting out of your same place, the same bedroom where you're having sex. And you don't have to do it over Valentine's Day. Maybe you could do it the next weekend or something. But I think just making plans this year to get out of town together is important. What else here? Surprising them throughout the day. I love this little love notes. Write something on the mirror, the bathroom mirror. When they wake up in the morning, you could have little Post-its on the mirror. That's just special. Then if you don't get them the flowers, like we're saying, like then it's just you. I thought about it. Like how hard is that to be like, I love you. Here's why I love you. Find something out of the ordinary in your town, a museum, a local band. Like I don't, sometimes I have visitors in town. This is when I do it. And I'll go to like music in LA or events. And there are cool things happening all the time wherever you live, believe it or not, that maybe you've never done. Do something different.
Yeah, you can go on like your city, like most cities have a website. You can actually go on there and a lot of times they'll have like the community events and things like that. So there's probably a lot of like, different like just pop-up things that you never would expect because
lots of pop-up bars, especially in Los Angeles. I'm sure there will be plenty around that time.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so those are just some of our ideas. We're going to get into gifts in a second, but if you're single, it's still a Hallmark holiday. There's still hearts. You walk into Walgreens, like it is Valentine's Day. Like it happens, it comes up. You can't really avoid it. But I think it's no reason to like beat yourself up. Like I love not having a boyfriend on Valentine's Day. No pressure at all. And then you feel really good. I have a hard time with taking time for myself sometimes. Like I feel guilty or I should be working, but this is the one day, and this is for singles to really start thinking about it. What do you want to be doing on that day? So I love the idea of pampering yourself, but without the guilt. So you go home, watch your favorite movie, have a long bath, relax, like use all those bath salts you've been saving for God knows what, like just use those products that make you feel sexy. Have friends over too. I like the idea of thinking about the friends that you love in your life, the ones that make you feel really good. And you could be the one that organizes all your friends coming over or meeting out for drinks or doing something together with the people that you love and feel safe with. Have a potluck dinner. Just hang out with your people you love. We are going to go to an anti-V-Day pop-up bar. Not on Valentine's Day, but before. It's here. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
You're
Got you a ticket.
I got a ticket.
No, I do. I didn't get a ticket.
Okay. Well, you weren't here, but we got you a ticket.
I'm so excited.
Okay, Michelle, sorry. You were not here.
Gosh. I love pop-up bars.
Yeah, I know. I thought you said that because of our pop-up day.
I had no idea.
Yes, honey. You're already in.
Oh, yeah.
This one is an anti-V-Day Valentine's Day pop-up bar. And what is it? Julia, you looked into it. It's like...
Yeah, so it's basically like this pop-up bar that it shows like the best breakup scenes from movies.
It's so fun.
And it just like has like, I think like fun like themed drinks, but it sort of just like plays up the like, all right, gonna just still live our best lives even though it's Valentine's Day.
My best self, right?
Yeah.
I think,
but it looks really fun.
Yeah,
just
it does
sort of
look
poking
fun.
at it.
I'm excited.
So awesome.
Yeah, and then I think it's also, and this is something it's always important to do, but spend time thinking about what you actually want and need in a relationship. You could sit down and make that list. Like, what are the physical attributes you like? Intellectual, emotional attributes, the hobbies, the priorities. What kind of person are you looking for? Your ideal person. And then you like write all the traits down, and then you circle the 10 things that are the top things that you absolutely want in a partner. Now, this is not something you might just finish on Valentine's Day, but I think when we're more mindful and purposeful about what if we are looking to date, maybe you're happy being single right now. I totally get that. But I think rather than just finding someone you have good chemistry with on your next Tinder date, really there's such power to actually putting pen to paper, like in a journal, and writing this stuff down, because that's how you manifest what you want. And then you're clear, and then someone shows up that doesn't meet these 10 points that are really important to you, like they want kids and you don't, the same, like different religion, they're more, they watch a lot of sports and drink a lot of beer, but you want to get up and run marathons in the morning. That's personal experiences from me, like guys who just want to hang out and do nothing, and I'm like, I want to get up and do stuff. So I've realized, like, I just need people who like to do some of the things I like to do. So all those things, really be thoughtful about it.
I
do it with your friends. Have like a vision board night.
Definitely agree with that. And I'm currently single, and I've talked to Jamie about this, how this year I'm really not looking for any significant other or partner because I'm in the process of dating myself and being in a relationship with myself. And one day driving home from work, I was like, just thinking about like, oh, like my dream person has this and like this, and will I'll get up and he'll have me like get up and do hikes in the morning and this and that. And then I like had this realization that I'm the one who has to have all those qualities for myself. Like, it can't just be that person. I can't be waiting for that person to bring that out of me. So then it was just like, those are the things that I wrote down. Like, these are the things that if I wanted another person to bring out, like, the best of me, like, I need to bring out the best of me first.
I love that. And that's a really good point. And that's something that I read a book 20 years ago. I love this woman. She's a Buddhist. Her name's Sherry Huber. And she wrote a book, Be the Person You Want to Find.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what you're saying.
Oh my God.
And it's so true because, we think that there's this whole notion that you complete me, someone completes you. And I believe that the best time to get into a relationship is when you feel more whole. And you're not looking for someone to fill in those blanks. Like, you have got it. So I love, Michelle. That is such... I don't know, that's the way to be.
Well, it sort of comes off of like what we were talking about last week, right? About like manifesting your partner and how we're going to like come out with that form, which I'm so excited about.
We are going to have a form for you guys to download that's going to help you guys figure it out too.
Yeah, but I actually kind of had a similar breakthrough over the weekend where we were talking about like writing those 5 traits that are the most important to us, right? And I was like thinking about it, and I feel like out of all of the 5 traits that I put down, the one that I always get a sort of a hang up on is like, they're always bad at communicating. And I'm like, maybe it's because I'm bad at communicating. Right? And that's why I keep attracting those kinds of people.
Because you're not giving it because you're waiting for them to do it. You're being too cool girl, like we talked about, which I've totally been the cool girl. Like, I don't want to seem needy and I don't want to...
In my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm a writer. Like, I should know how to communicate, but I think it's different with like just emotions. Expressing how you feel.
Yeah, it's like a lot different.
It's about being, because you're very articulate, but you're not there as far as communicating what
your needs are. You can be funny and quippy, and you're probably a great texter, but then saying what you need or what you desire.
I'm just like being vulnerable.
Wow, being vulnerable. Vulnerable, man.
That's why I constantly
it's a life journey.
Emotionally unavailable people.
Yeah, exactly. Same. No, I've been in a series of emotionally unavailable, and I'm telling you, if you keep finding emotionally unavailable people, it is so true. You're probably not that available yourself.
Right.
Because if you are emotionally available, if you truly in your gut, soul, every part of your body is emotionally available, you wouldn't even be interested in someone who isn't. It wouldn't even be attracted to you because you are ready for it. Right. So that's the thing that people don't often talk about.
I know. It's kind of mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing, Julia, but it's such a great point.
I know. It's like, been here 2 weeks, changed my life.
Oh my God, I love it.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah, Jay.
When I typically date people, because this is how I've always been, I'm never like actually actively looking for a relationship because I don't think I need one because I usually feel good being single. However, when I meet people, I'm like, yeah, but like I'm cool with whatever happens. So if something develops, that kind of a thing. But I feel like that runs me into trouble a lot. So it's like if you're not actually like, because there are people out there that really want a relationship and that's cool and that they know that and they want that. But it's like if someone that's like could kind of take or leave the relationship as far as like I don't need one in my life, but if I meet someone and I like you, then that we can make it into that. Like, how do I?
That is such a good point. I think because what you're saying is, which I can relate to, is that you might want a relationship with like the right person, but you don't like, because I think also there's a certain notion about relationships that if you're in a relationship, you're gonna kind of like you're gonna lose your independence and it's gonna be this really hard thing. So maybe it's more about reframing the way you talk about it. Is right now I'm just dating some people right now. I just got out of a relationship and I'd be open to a relationship, and I'm still figuring out what that kind of relationship looks like to me. So I don't know if you want, like, I'm still defining what a relationship looks like to me. But right now I'm dating other people. I haven't really been in one that has been successful for me yet. I'm still figuring it out. Because if you say I don't want a relationship, end of story, then automatically their walls go up. Like, she's not available.
So
she's not available. And that doesn't mean that they're not going to keep trying, because for some men and women, someone telling you can't have something just makes you want it more, which is very unhealthy, right? Because then they'll keep being like, oh, I want to convince. But if you're more like, I'm open to relationships, and right now I'm exploring what a healthy relationship looks like. And so I'm just dating people rather than saying I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that?
Okay.
I think also people who are like aggressively looking for a relationship are finding a lot of the wrong people for them, because then they're finding like qualities and traits that truly they don't reside with and they don't like, but since they're looking for a relationship, they'll form that person into their life. So it's kind of like that's like on the
opposite
flip
side. Yeah.
So if you're like, if I'm not looking for a relationship, so like just being open to it, because I mean, I know you, Jamie, I've known you since high school. Like if you like somebody, you like somebody.
That's true.
And you'll know that you like somebody, and you'll know that you'll want to be in a relationship with them.
Right. Like
So-
that's an armor. Saying I don't want it is pushing people away, even though you might not want it. You just haven't found that.
I guess it's because I'm not actively looking for it, because I'm also down to just kind of like have
DTF.
casual and like just have fun. Like so maybe that's really, I guess it's like my transition of just having fun to more serious is what I need to work on communicating
it and being really friggin' honest. Be like, I just don't know right now. I'm really enjoying our time together. Let's see if we like each other. Like right now, I'm just really being focused on like what kind of I mean, you guys haven't had a ton of, like I said, the years on the planet of dating, like in your 20s, all of like just how do you know really? You don't really know yet. I think that that's why I think it is important to, if you are single and you start dating, this notion that we go on a date with one person and then we have great chemistry and then we got to lock this down and be committed. And then you spend that year like, we had great sex a year ago. Now we still don't know each other. That it's important to date stuff. I think people think they can't stomach it, but if you're honest, be honest that you want to date several people at once. It's like comparison shopping. I mean, that sounds very cold, but when you're shopping for a new car, you would drive a bunch of different cars. You wouldn't just drive one and buy the first one, right? And then you do it like maybe in a weekend, you drive 5 cars or in a week. And then it's top of mind. You're like, I definitely like that this car had more drink holders and was faster and whatever. So when you are dating several people at once, you're learning about yourself. Who makes you feel good? What kind of things do you like to do? So I think it serves all of us just because we think we can't handle, again, not for everybody, but most people can. I'm not saying to have sex with all of them, but it's good to kind of experience different people in your life.
Agreed.
I love that. All right. Thanks for supporting our sponsors. Help keep the show free because they're awesome. And so are you. We'll be right back. Should we move into some fun gifts?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. We love sex toys. We have a lot of new fun toys and new brands we've been working with. We get, as you know, we get so many things sent to us. And I feel like we haven't really talked about toys a bunch lately. And a lot's happened. The ones that we like, new ones that you guys don't really even know about. I'm really excited about Plus One because Plus One is a lower cost product line that you can get at Walmart, which normally in the past, I'm going to be honest, if it was something you could buy at the box stores, I would have been, there really weren't any you could buy at the box stores. But if they did sell those little ones, I'd be like, I'm not so sure. But these are very reasonable. You can also buy them online, Plus One. But we loved, like they were really well made, like $29 for like a rabbit toy or something. Was it rabbit?
Yeah.
I loved it. I love that. I love the handheld one. They had some great toys.
Yeah, I used the
They're
little
good gifts. They look great.
Yeah, I used the little bullet finally last night because one of my resolutions is to use different toys.
Yes.
Besides just my womanizer, which I'm still failing on, but I did try. I still tried new ones.
Right.
And so I tried the little bullet one, and I think it's only like $10, and I liked it a lot. And they have like different speeds, and it's just what I never realized, because I never actually had just like a little bullet, is that like depending on how you hold it kind of changes how the vibration goes through it. So that was kind of cool as well, that I just kind of like figured that out. And it's just it's just like
I'm glad you're branching out.
I'm trying
from the womanizer.
Hey, it's only January. You've
got
months.
exactly
I know.
And plenty other toys to try.
And everything we're talking about you can find on our site.
Yeah, so all of these are going to be you can find them like if you go to this go to Shop with Emily, go to the store. We'll also have a page set up, sexonly.com/toys.
Cool. Okay, and then Foria, you guys, Foria, which we love, they're doing a giveaway for you guys for Valentine's Day. And Foria is like a pre-lube.
Yes.
CBD, and we love it. And you apply it like 30 minutes before any kind of sex. You rub it into your vulva and you wait, and it can help you just relax, take this pressure off sex, because we know anxiety kills our sex drive. It helps a lot of women with pain, lubrication. Feels really good. It's just that intention of rubbing it in and relaxing. the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
Feels amazing.
It's a nice bottle and it smells good.
Right. It smells so good and tastes good. And it's called Foria Awaken. So we're going to have a contest. James, do you want to explain this?
Yeah, so for this contest, you can email feedback@sexwithemily.com and you can put as the title, Foria Giveaway. And it's basically, why do you think Foria is going to help jumpstart your sex life? Like, what is Foria going to do for you? So we're going to go through all the answers and we're going to give away 4 bottles.
Yeah, 2 each week.
Mm-hmm. So, and please, and I cannot stress this enough, name, age, where you live, how you listen to the show.
Yeah, and your address. Right? Or not yet?
No, I mean, I think only the winners.
Okay, we'll contact you.
Yeah.
Feedback@sexwithemily.com. Speaking of lubes, this is also a new lube that I'm obsessed with. It's called Woo, W-O-O, More Play. And they sent me a sample of their first batch about a year ago. And it was one of those things where I was like cutting, like when it was done, it comes in such a great tube. But I was like, I don't want this to end. You could also use it as a massage oil. Touch your partner, which I'm really into everyone getting into massage this year because we are all stressed out. You rub it in your hands, it warms up. You put it on your partner, it tastes amazing. We're going to do another giveaway because I want you all to have this product.
Mm-hmm. And this is a social giveaway, Instagram specifically. So how you do it, you take a screenshot of the podcast, however you're listening to it. So if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple, if you're on our website, wherever you are, take a screenshot of it. Tag @sexwithemily and write just a quick sentence why you love the show and put it on your Instagram story. And then we will then share it to our story and we'll pick a winner by February 12th. So just make sure, screenshot of the podcast.
In your story.
Yeah, in the story, tag Sex with Emily.
Yep, that's it. Get some Woo More Play. We'll send it to you. Woo More Play. All right, then we have Carezza. That's another CBD product that also, I love it. You spray it in your mouth. It's for like sexual wellness and for men and women, and it enhances intimacy. It's just, I have had it in my bag since they said it to me 3 months ago. It helps with anxiety, calms the mind, calms you down, and gets you ready for sex. It really friggin' works. I'm telling you. Carezza, Karezza. You could share with your partner, and they have one for men and for women.
Yeah.
Buy it for yourself, you guys. I'm telling you, buy it and then let me know what you think. You're welcome.
Yeah, and it it doesn't taste bad. You know how sometimes sprays will taste bad? It doesn't taste bad at all. You put it under your tongue, you hold it for like 10 seconds, and then you're good to go.
Right. This whole CBD world is exploding, you guys. So I tried out some. I get a lot of things sent to me, but I like Carezza, I like Foria, and it's just taken off in a crazy way. But these are the ones we like. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jopen Pave line is so cute, you guys. It's like these little blue, it's like kind of like made after like Tiffany's, like the little blue box. They're really cute, luxurious vibes. And they have like little pave diamonds on them. And they have this really great finger vibe, which I think is a great couple's toy because your finger essentially turns into a vibrator. So it's great for massaging. It's great for stimulation to use on a man or a woman. They also have this little egg-shaped vibe, and then they have a rabbit vibe, and it's just beautiful and a great gift because again, you guys, I can't enforce this enough that this is one day of the year that it's about love, but why not get something sexy if you are buying gifts or play with some new toys. And this is a whole new line. It's called the Jopen, Jopen Pave line, Pave.
Yeah, they're when I saw them, we freaked out when we saw them because they're just so goddamn beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just it's like I would I'm not a jewelry person, so I'd rather this anyways, but I would way rather this like jewel encrusted vibrator than a Tiffany's bracelet, to be honest. I would. Right. That's just me, though. At this point in my life.
Yeah, you go with that, girl. And then also, I think if you go to our Instagram, we have something called toys. We have sex toys that when we went to the trade show recently, we did highlight some of our favorite things. So if you actually want to see it in person, you can check it out there. All right, Hot Octopus. This is more for him. This is, I think, guys, you want to switch up your masturbation routine, and it's called the Guy Braider. They have some great toys, but they also have the Pulse 3 Solo, which is for guys. It has this oscillating ring that hits your frenulum. It's like a masturbation sleeve, but it doesn't wrap all around the penis. And then they have the Duo, which, if you have a partner, it has a vibration on the outside. So while you're vibing your penis, like she could be or he could be riding you on. I guess more for her.
Yeah, I mean,
she's riding you on top and grinding, and it's super innovative. Their toys are really high quality, so well made, and really popular right now in the industry. We love them.
Yeah, and it's just good to see, like, obviously to us, women's pleasure is not as easily obtained, and so that's why we need more products. But it's cool to see that there's stuff that you know, for men to switch it up to, so you don't just have their hand.
Exactly. I know. And I'm telling you, when I gave it to my friend, he was like, I'm never leaving the house. He didn't leave the house again. Like, it feels really good. And their Atom penis ring is really great too.
Yeah.
That's a good couple's toy. It's a powerful ring. But it's great because it also can be used for clitoral stimulation, but also to wear. And then your partner can be riding you around town.
I just imagine someone literally bucking like a horse and someone riding their back. Like.
Oh my God. Yeah. So that's a fun one. And then We Vibe. We love the Sync. The Sync is their couple's toy. It's what they've been known for, is their We Vibe toys. But the Sync now is even better than before. I mean, the Sync is a great couple because you can wear it during intercourse. You can use the We Vibe app. You can have a playlist, set your vibrator to the vibes. These are all just fun things you can do that night.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun to like cultivate like a playlist of songs that you like, but also like don't be too mean to yourself and give like this like super fast pace, because then so there's something about listening to music that makes you want to go along with the beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever experienced that when you're having sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know. It's not a hiccup, but it's, I don't know. I can't explain it.
Well, no, because then you get off beat, and then you're like, oh crap. Like, what beat am I supposed to be jiving to now? Like,
I love that you can go to different songs. That's so fun. What a fun night at home now. I'm already like, just staying home with your toys, get some fun foods, and have a sexy night.
Yeah, so and then easy. Just like keep, like you can just like go back and forth with your partner even throughout like the day, just being like, oh, like what about this song? Like, you know, like really like plan it out, like even in the top like 5 songs maybe that you guys want to have, depending on how long you're going to have sex for, and like if there's going to be a certain mood to it, you know. So if you want to do something really slow and sensual, then like find those kinds of songs. But if you want something to be a little bit more rough, and like find those kinds of songs.
Yeah, exactly. Beep beep. Be mindful about the day. Plan it out with each other.
I thought you were starting to make a beat.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. No, I don't sing. I don't sing like that. Beep. Okay, then there's
Sorry.
Oh, no. And the other thing when you were saying that, I was thinking about sex, is that one of my big goals for this year is to keep talking to you guys about how sex, you shouldn't think of it so linear. Like, you might start to have sex and play with, maybe you have the Sync on or one of the toys, and then you're like, oh yeah, that was fun. No one orgasmed yet, or we're just going to do that. And then we're going to have some dinner, and then we're going to go back to sex. Like, I think that to think about it is like, first we have foreplay, then we do. No, like it's okay to mix it up, to delay your orgasms, to kind of explore and have fun. Make it a night of exploring. Let's talk about the subscription box real quick. The subscription box is great. We have a new one that just came out, and I love it because it's like me doing the work for you. It's a really fun box. It's a great deal. It comes with a few things every few months. So it's every 3 months. So for it's quarterly. And it's like, it comes with a vibe and lube and something new to play with that you've never probably tried before, but not too freaky out there. Don't worry about that. But it's like a special box. It's like foreplay in a box that's going to be delivered to your doorstep. It's a great gift. You guys can each go in on it. And they've been a huge hit. But now we have a whole new one for New Year. So check that out on our website as well.
I feel like every 3 months too, it's like the perfect time to switch it up. Right,
exactly. And it's fun. It comes in a fun box with like little notes on how to use everything. And yeah, you guys, we can do the work for you. Don't worry about that. Now that we've given you guys some things to buy, some ideas for activities, here's some sexy things to actually do. All right. If you want to make it the day of sex and not necessarily love, I mean, love is already there, I hope, and love in some way that feels good to you. I love a yes, no, maybe list. And this is a great way to get on the same page with your partner and to help you figure out what you want. We're going to have this up on our site, the yes, no, maybe list. We find it from the BDSM coaches, but don't let that, if you're not into BDSM, that's fine. But what it does is you both fill it out, right? It'll be like spanking. Are you into it? Is it a yes, a no, a maybe? Are you into dirty talk? Yes, no, maybe. Are you into oral? Yes, no, maybe. And then you really see where you guys align. And then again, it's a really easy way to get on the same page, or to see where you're both into, what you're not into, and what your maybes are. And then you could really have a conversation of a maybe might turn into a yes or a no, and get you guys talking. Maybe you just circle all of your yeses. You're like, I didn't know you wanted to be spanked, and I want to be spanked, or whatever. Like, so it just helps you get clearer, because I think the other great thing about yes, no, maybe list is there's things on there that you might never have thought about that turn you on. Maybe like, I did not know that was a thing, but that is hot. So, and it can have the ones that we're going to put on our website as well. Slow, sensual sex. I'm all for this. Like I said, don't make it so linear. Instead of rushing through sex, take your time. Do some massaging, get a massage candle, push yourself to slow sex down and find new erogenous zones on your partner. Take your time, warm each other up. You put a blindfold on your partner and give them a massage and just slow everything down. Love so sensual sex.
I mean, I don't think it's like I force myself sometimes like to have the slower sensual sex because I feel like I'm so like.
Jamie doesn't like foreplay, she recently told me. So
I do. I just don't like. I like foreplay. I just don't like. I'm like I'll make out. Like I'll get impatient myself. So I'm like but to me it's like all part of like the sex in that kind of sense. But I'm not one of those people because you always say like don't go to the genitals right away. Like explore your body. And I do know that I enjoy the tease. I'm just very impatient. So I force myself to have this slow sensual sex sometimes, and it can be really hot. You just have to like. Really not be afraid of like the eye contact and like the breathing and then like just like not going straight for it. I love the eye contact and the breathing. I like it. I like the kiss. Slow down, kiss. Just make out for a while. Maybe you just commit to like we're gonna make out tonight for a while. We're just gonna kiss. Like we kissed her neck. All those erogenous zones are neck, your chest, under your chin, your ears. It's the best. Do that stuff. And don't skip the breasts. Don't skip the breasts. I never thought I'd have to remind people of that, but the breasts have been neglected. Maybe your balls have been neglected too. Nipple stimulation. Buy some nipple clamps or just blow on them. Like lick it and then blow on it. Lick it and blow on it. Like you
don't bite them like too hard.
Right. If you
nibble is fine, but I've had a guy who like left like marks, like biting marks, and my nipples hurt for like a week.
Oh, honey, that's not good. And he doesn't listen to the show.
No, we never spoke again.
Good.
Were they like chapped after? I feel like
I feel like it helped. I've been walking around with my shirt, just like these like Vaseline marks on my nipples through the shirt.
Uberlube helps for the chafing too.
It does. No, they were just so sore, and like they're like you don't know how they're sensitive, and you can just see like little like the bite marks. I was like, what were you doing? Like, and I remember telling him to stop. And I was like, you need to like these are precious.
Right.
Don't do that. Come on.
I don't know, right, you guys. Here's the thing. Some women like the nibbling, but you nibble. You guys, anything you're going to do, even if it's a spank, you start with a tap and then you build up. How's that? That? You check in with your partner. You don't want to take a bite out of her nipples.
Yeah, Jesus. He's eating.
Oh my God. No. Okay, guys. We also have a bunch of. I'm sorry, honey. I'm glad you didn't see him again.
It was
Poor
a
little
long
nipples.
time. I know.
Nipples.
I know. I apologize. They forgave me.
Okay, good. Yeah, self-love. You're in a relationship with your nipples right now.
Yes,
you're in charge.
It's me and my nipples. Table for two.
Okay, guys. Just remember Valentine's Day. We just want. I know you guys are thinking about it, or even if you're not thinking about it now, you're going to be away to be like, okay, I can be mindful about it. So we've got these. Check out the videos on our site. You can enter our contests. Do all the things. We want you to have a day of love and amazing sex. Yeah, so Jamie and I are going to be in New York, you guys. If you have not listened to the show on SiriusXM yet, it's a blast. You can get, like I said, the free 30-day trial, but we're so excited because we're going to be in New York that week doing the show live from New York. 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific is the time going to be that week. And so then I guess, Jane, we're going to be done at 10 p.m. We're going to go out of town. What can we do?
I mean, I think it would be fun definitely go out afterwards, kind of be like celebrating, whatever. And I just think it would be interesting to see one for me, because I haven't been in New York since I was like really, really little. So to see like the nightlife around there, and then maybe like, I don't know, do we like try and just work on our asking people out skills?
Yes, I'm working on that too. I'm asking people out this year. So yeah, we can go to some fun bars. I'll know some places we can go.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
I feel like we would be good wing women for each other.
We are. We would be. We've never done this. I'm very excited. It's going to be freezing.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the thing too. So how do you dress cute and warm?
You don't.
Well,
fur coats.
You really don't.
From Chicago, you don't.
You need you need like the warmest jacket you've ever, like get a warm coat and layers.
Well, I have that one fuzzy one that you got.
That's not warm. Sorry. That's not warm. You need like down. You need shearling.
Like
you
to
need,
your ankle, zip up, socks. The
We'll talk
key
about
is when you take the jacket off, what you're wearing underneath is kind of going to be your showstopper.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
Ooh,
so you don't
okay.
want all the scarves. I mean, you want, but if you can have a jacket that just kind of, you don't want as many things on you. Like I used to actually think it was a bunch of layers, but you're right. You just want a super warm coat. So when you take it off, you're fabulously you.
Awesome. That'll be fun then.
Yeah, I know. And then we're going to have some fun guests on the show. I'm going to be on the Today Show that week, I think on the 12th or 13th. Yeah, helping you all have a great Valentine's Day. So,
What are your guys' plans?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I kind of forgot about Valentine's Day.
okay, but now after hearing all of this, are you inspired?
Yes. Actually, you know what? After hearing all of this, I'm definitely going to do something for myself. Probably, maybe I'll see what my roommate's doing. Maybe we'll just do something really nice for each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know, she works for a National Geographic show, so she might be in Alaska.
Oh, well, then you have the whole place to yourself, maybe.
It'll be me and my cat. And
love
I'll get him some nice little treats. I honestly have no idea. I'll figure something out. I'll see what my girlfriends are doing, and maybe we'll all get together and go, Angeles Crest, maybe like go look at the stars and stuff with like a bottle of champagne or something. I kind of just came up with that off the top of my head.
There you go. That sounds fun, though.
I'm really not stressing on it. It's kind of just another day for me. But after listening to all this, I will make it a goal of mine to do something pleasurable for myself.
Oh, there you go.
In the bedroom.
Good. We've got some toys you taking home with you. You can check it out.
I've never used the bathtub in my apartment as a bath.
Oh, there you go.
So I think that's going to be the goal.
That's what we figured it out.
We figured
Done.
it out. All right.
Nice.
Do you know, Sam?
I don't know.
Okay. We don't have
I
to,
would.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually really like hanging out with my friends on Valentine's Day. I do. I like being with my girls.
I love the
because a
girls.
lot of them are single, so it's like it's nice to like remind them that they're special. Like they shouldn't feel like because they're not in a relationship that they shouldn't feel special.
Oh, I like that.
I love that too. I always send my
I always
friends
make
cards
sure.
and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
like
good.
I always make sure that they're happy.
Oh, I
or
love
something.
it. Good. I love it. Well, I'm wishing everybody a very happy Valentine's Day. And I love you all so much. Thank you everyone for supporting the show and listening as we head into our 14th year of Sex with Emily. I've done so many Valentine's Day. I was like, what do we do? I'm like, this is my best advice for you guys this year. This is 14 years of knowledge of Valentine's Day. So I love you all. Enter our contest. We want to give you even more pleasure this year. So check that all out. And all this will be on our website as well. We can't wait to hear from you. Thanks everyone. And thanks to my amazing team, Ken, Samantha, Julia, Michelle, producer, Jamie, and Michael. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com.